Fusion Team is an environment where you can store any data related to your project and collaborate with others on that project. This can be any form of data: PDFs, spreadsheets, text files, or images. Often, team members may not be involved in the design process, but they do need to review, comment, and track progress on the project. That is what Fusion Team is for. In this video, you'll learn how to launch Fusion Team and use Fusion Team for collaboration. There are several ways to access Fusion Team. One way is by going to Autodesk.com in any standard web browser, go to the Fusion Team product page, and click Access Now. If you are not logged into your user account, you will be prompted for your username and password. Now you can access any team your account is connected with. Another way to open Fusion Team is from within Fusion 360. In the browser, at the top, is the Team switcher. From the pull-down, select the team that you want to access. Then select the Open on the Web button next to that team. This will open your web browser and place you at the top level, showing all the available projects. Also from within Fusion, Team can be opened at the project level. Click the Open on the Web icon next to the project data path in the browser. Again, your web browser will open, and this time, you will be in the selected project. Team may also be opened at the design level. Navigate to a project, then to a design. Select the version of the design to preview, and then select View Details on the web. Your web browser will open on the overview page of the selected design version. Finally, you can open Fusion Team by using a link that you received from other team members. The data that you see in Fusion Team is the exact same data that you have in Fusion 360. Here in Fusion 360, we have a number of projects. Inside of this project, we have additional folders. Here we have some options for sorting those folders. Inside of those folders, we have designs, drawings, but there could be any number of file types saved to this project. This is the same data available in Fusion Team. In the same way we did before, we can drill down from project level to folder level to locate our data files. On the Overview tab, we can see project information about the selected design. Here we have an icon of the part. If we click it, it will go to the View tab. More on that in a minute. Under Design References, we have Uses. This indicates designs that are used inside of this one. It shows we don't have any. Then we have Used In, which indicates other designs that use this model. It shows that we have an assembly which uses this model, and it's out of date. We also have a drawing that is out of date for this current design. Down below, we have related data. This could include the results of simulations or generated 3D renderings. In the right panel, we have comments. Any comments related to this version of the file are shown here. Back up by the part image, you will notice we have the ability for shared links. We will talk more about that later. In the upper left corner, we can find the View tab. On the View tab, there are numerous tools that you can use to view, manipulate, and notate your part. In this group, we have an Orbit tool, a Pan tool, First Person, which is a walk around the part. Next, we have Camera Interaction tools and Zoom Window tools. In the next group, we have the Markup tool. This opens a new set of selections for annotating and highlighting important features that other team members should consider. We have Comment tools, which allows us to place notes on specific areas of the model. In the next group, we have Section analysis to cut cross-sections through our design. We can also use Measure to analyze points, edges, and distances. In the final group, we have Printing options, Properties, Display settings, and Full screen display. In the upper right corner, we have our standard Fusion 360 view cube for manipulating the part view. In the upper left corner, we can select to view previously created simulation test results. Here it shows a linear static stress analysis that was generated on this part. I've switched to the master assembly design. Here, under the Design button, we can look at standard views for our design. This section allows us to look at individual components and bodies that make up our design. With our complete design assembly available, let's go back to the bottom toolbar. One of the buttons we skipped before was the Explode Model tool. Use this to see how multiple components relate to one another. The Overview and View tabs have several tools in common. One of them is Share. With Share, you can copy a link, email a link, or even embed the design on a web page. There are also options to password protect these links. You can download the design in many different file formats. If a team member needs a different CAD file format, they can export it into any of these available formats. You can also copy, move, or delete the file. You can even create a version milestone reference. Using the history breadcrumbs, you can view other versions and milestones. Use this to promote previous versions and even compare versions. Let's look at comparing these versions. If we look at our two designs side by side, it will report the differences. The design shows 3 modified components. Selecting a component will display the differences between the two versions. The jig has quite a few changes that affect the volume of the model. It looks like changing the material has changed the mass properties of the model. We can graphically look at the changes between the two results. It's possible to see the physical changes by switching between the two. Here on the arm, we can see there is a subtle thickness change, resulting in the volume change. In this video, you learned several ways to open Fusion Team, the tools for reviewing designs, how to add markup with comments, and ways to share the project with others.